Okay, here is the homework for 6.1. You are given a triangle. And it's all the sides are measured for you. They're all given. So here, when they talk about theta, the angle that they're talking about is right here. You gotta be careful, because like in number 11, it's somewhere else. So I need to know, what are the 6 trig ratios for this angle? So starting with number 1, we're on number 9. Starting with sine,
Root 2 over root 11.
it'd be root 2 over root 11.
Or you can put this root over root 3.
Now, I expect you to be, you could rationalize this. And how would you rationalize it? Multiply by root 11 over root 11? So it'd be root 22 over 11. What about cosine? Three over root 11? How do you rationalize that? 3 root 11 over 11? And what would tangent be? Opposite over adjacent.
Root 2 over 3.
Root 2 over 3. Now, how do you do the 3 reciprocal ones?
Just flip it.
You just flip them. So cosecant is flipped, is the sine one flipped. So cosecant would be root 11 over root 2. What would secant be? Root 11 over 3. And what would cotangent be? It'd be 3 over root 2. And you can rationalize your denominator. Let's try 11. Same, 6. And if you want to do the reciprocal ones right as you're doing them, so in other words, the sine one, what would sine be now? We're up here at this angle right here. Sine would be what? You tell me. Opposite over root 3 over root 7. Or root 21 over 7. What about cosine? What would it be?
Or 7, 2 over 7.
2 over root 7, which is 2 root 7 over 7. And what about tangent?
3 over
And what would the 3 reciprocal ones be? Cosecant would be root 7 over 3, root 3, sorry. Secant would be root 7 over 2. And what would cotangent be?
2 root 3 over 3.
Yep. It'd be 2 root 3 over 3. That's your best answer. Very good. Okay, next for 6 problems. You're going to use a calculator. Which calculator do you want to use? Whichever calculator is in front of you, grab it and make sure. You should be able to use any calculator. So for number 15, these are all just, you type them in your calculator. Make sure your calculator's in degree mode. You'll get a different answer. So for the first one, 15, you're going to hit sine of 32. And I got 0.5299. Yes? 0.5299. Cosine 68. I think we did that one already, didn't we? 0.3746. Tangent 6. .1051. Cosecant. Now, if you're lucky to have this calculator, you've got a cosecant key, right there. Cosecant 25, and I got 2.3662. Secant 47 is 1.466, and we're gonna write 3. And cotangent. $39. And I get 1.2349. Any questions on that? Okay, this next set, these next set of problems, see if you can do them without a calculator. They're asking you, it says, use the exact values of the trig ratios for the special angles. So, the two triangles that we're talking about, you know, the two special triangles, are your 30, 60, 90, and your 45, 45. So I just drew up here, 45, 45 is 1, 1, root 2. And then your 30, 60, 90, I know it's not drawn to scale, 1, 2, square root of 3. Okay, so now, it's one of these angles. Which angle has a side opposite to hypotenuse of a 1 to 2? Why did I say opposite over hypotenuse? Because of the word sine is here. Sine is it's a ratio. It measures the side opposite over the hypotenuse. So what angle am I? What angle is this? What degree measure is
30.
that? It's a 30. Next one. What angle am I whose, we have a 1-to-1 ratio. Side opposite over adjacent is a 1-to-1 ratio.
45.
45. Okay, next one. Now, we need a fraction here. This is going to be root 2 over 1. And cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. And right away, when I see square root of 2, I go to the 45 angle. So what angle is this where it's opposite, hypotenuse over the opposite is a 45? Okay, cotangent.
30.
Okay, it's talking about cotangent, and we have root 3 over 1. This is going to be the side adjacent over the side opposite. So, I need the side adjacent to be root 3, and the side opposite to be 1. What angle is that?
30.
A 30. Okay, cosine 1 to 2. Cosine 1 to 2, what angle is it? Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. What angle is it?
60.
60, right here. Adjacent over 60 degrees. And this one, it's a 2-to-1. And it's going to be hypotenuse over side adjacent. Hypotenuse over adjacent.
That's secant, right?
And that would be a 60. Yep, 60 degrees. Did anyone not understand any of that? That's going to surface again and again. All right, now, this next set, 27 through 32, they're easy. They give you the same triangle. Now, you should also know that you use capital letters for your vertices, and you use opposite as the smaller. So capital A, that's an A. This is a capital C, that's small side C, and this is B. You guys knew this, right, from geometry? Little b. All right, so if they say side A is 4, so this would be 4. and B is 2. So if this is 4, and you may want to, use a pencil and erase. So if I had a pencil, Andy, I'd use one. I don't have one. Yes, I do. So I'm going to say A is 4 and B is 2. They want to know what the tangent of B is. So here's B. What does tangent measure? What's tangent? Opposite over adjacent. So it's 2 to 4. Can you reduce 2 to 4? What do you get? 1/2. Next one. I'm going to keep erasing it. The next one. A is 5 and C is 7. We want the sine of angle 5. Sine of angle A. And what does sine mean? Sine is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. So it's 5 over 7. Now what if I would have asked you for cosine? I would have had to have used the Pythagorean theorem to figure out what side B is. 29. 29, side B is 3, and C is 8. And I need cosine. Cosine of A, 3/8. These are easy. Next one, A is 12, and B is 15. I need cotangent of A. Well, cotangent is adjacent over opposite. So 15 over 12, and you can reduce that by 3, right? What do you get? 5/4. That's your best answer. 31.
16 over
31. A is 7, and C is 16. I need secant of B. Where's B? Here's B. Secant would be hypotenuse over adjacent, so 16/7. And the last one, B is 2, and C is 3. I need cosecant of B. Cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite, so 3 over 2.
Smiley face.
How'd you know?
I'm so shy.
We are done.